Hello everybody, this is Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. I am the Doctor. Well, I went and tried to buy what I could from the Quartermaster. Turned out that I can buy stuff at the moment. But the issue is that they will not let me buy energy weapons right now, or energy ammo. But I did buy myself a weapon that should prove useful. And the mystery of where the laser pistol went is pretty easy because pretty much everybody in the base, with a few exceptions, is just Paladin, Initiate, Scribe, whatever. Except for Initiate Stanton here.
Yes, can I help you?
I'm trying to help Torres find a missing laser pistol. Have you seen it?
No idea. Sorry. Bye.
And the only other person you can really speak to about it is, coincidentally, the only other person with a name.
Yeah?
What's with all the computers?
It's our virtual reality training hall. We don't really go out all that often anymore, so this is how we stay sharp.
You said any more before. Did the Verhood used to go out more?
Yeah, a lot more. Back when we were at the HELIOS station. Oh, crap. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to talk about that, especially with outsiders. So forget you just heard that, okay?
Shouldn't you be in school or something?
Head Scribe Taggart quickly realized my extraordinary talent when I took the mandatory VR combat testing. Soon after that, he requested that I get transferred to VR specialist training, serving as his assistant. I miss hanging out with the other students all the time, but at least I get to skip all those boring lectures.
Uh-huh.
Well, like just about everyone else here, I grew up in the Brotherhood. My father was a scribe and my mother a paladin.
What's a Paladin?
They both died at Helios 1. The others were always like a family to me before that, but afterward they became my family in truth.
So you take after more, your mother or your father?
I don't know. I'm a little like both of them, I guess. If I had to choose, I really don't know which I'd pick. That's a question I've been asked a lot lately, since it's something I have to decide for myself soon.
What do you mean, decide for yourself?
I'm currently an apprentice in the Brotherhood, and recently became eligible for journeyman status. But first I have to decide which order I want to join, the Knights or the Scribes.
Tell me about the Knights.
Knights are in charge of all of our equipment. Power armor, Gatling lasers, you name it. All of it built and maintained by Knights. Knights also get to go out on patrols, scouting assignments, and support the Paladins in offensive operations. Being a Knight would mean getting to see more of the world, fight the Brotherhood's enemies, and possibly someday become a Paladin like my mother. Well, that's a...
And we can ask about the Scribes. We have to cycle back around to do it.
The Scribes are responsible for discovering how all the old tech we recover actually works, and sometimes even work on inventing new things. Without them, the Brotherhood could never fulfill its mission. Or at least that's what my dad always used to say. Bye.
Download complete. Begin recording. Navarro Outpost Scientist, I am glad that EDE has reached you. You will find several data banks of information on this machine.
Continue.
Please handle this information with the utmost care, as it represents the sum total of the results of my research on the Duraframe iBots. There are also several data banks with information on my research into Poseidon Energy, and some projects they were working on in the Mojave area.
That's not suspect at all.
Hey, does Ramos know you're walking around without a guard?
Well, I've got Veronica, but...
If it's not broken power armor, it's broken electrical fixes.
And yeah, trying to use the terminals here without permission is a bad, bad thing.
Have you found it? Bye.
Yeah, I seem to recall there was some sort of record I'm supposed to get from her. Yeah, first we need to speak in charge of the paladin in charge of firing range to see if he remembers who was using it. That's right.
Helios, why are we hiding down here? We should be avenging our fallen brothers. Why are we hiding down here? We should be avenging our fallen brothers.
Hardin is a tough man, but fair. I'd follow him into battle any day. The bunker takes a little getting used to, doesn't it? You've been outside. Is the NCR really still hunting us?
Hardin owes his life to McNamara. The principles of fusion are relatively
Hello,
simple.
outsider.
Can't believe they let the initiates sleep this late. I think Ramos might actually be the one to speak to.
Your presence here, let's just say it's highly irregular. Outsiders aren't even allowed to know that our bunker's here, let alone come and go freely. You impressed Elder McNamara, obviously. He must believe that you'd be very useful.
So you're the head of security?
That's right. Nothing gets in or out of here without me knowing it.
What exactly are the rules on entering and leaving?
Under the lockdown, only essential personnel are permitted to enter or leave. That includes supply runners and high security patrols. All other personnel are forbidden to leave, and any personnel that were out there when the lockdown was enacted are forbidden from returning.
I had other questions.
Fine by me? Bye.
What's up?
And nothing
See you
new
around.
from her, so... Ah, there he is. Or there's a paladin.
Former elder, Elijah. Does Ramos know you're walking around without a guard? Only a few people get to venture outside, usually to trade for food. Try to keep Veronica out of trouble, would you?
Have you found it? Bye.
Ah, there she is.
Hello, you must be the outsider everyone's talking about. I'm Linda Shaw. We always make sure to keep... Here. Hello. Can I help you with...
So you're a doctor.
Yes, I handle all medical needs in the bunker. If you're ever wounded, I can treat you. For a fee. Normally I'd just be the base's medical officer. But my other duties say otherwise.
Your other duties?
I'm this bunker's head scribe in everything but name. I supervise the research teams. I collate the reports. I attend the meetings.
I make the
But
coffee.
for reasons beyond me, that buffoon Taggart still gets the title. And don't get me started on that little pet of his. Everyone around here knows what's going on there but her.
You really don't like Taggart, do you?
I don't appreciate how much harder I have to work to cover for his tendency to focus on his personal projects. I try not to think too much about his personal proclivities.
I need some medical supplies.
I suppose I have a few things around that I can spare.
'Cause, yeah, I am way low on stim packs.
Pleasure doing business with you. We have equipment here to treat most physical injuries. Lacerations, broken bones, that sort of thing. We also carry a full supply of antitoxins. You may have noticed the bark scorpions up above. Though tiny, their venom packs quite a punch. Treating scorpion stings is my most common procedure. I can also treat any form of radiation sickness you pick up out in the waste. No matter what stage. Save the last.
Let's talk about something else.
If you...
Still breaking hearts there, I see. Scribe shoulder.
Hello, outsider.
Anyway, Stanton is the one who did take the
Yes,
laser
can I help
pistol.
Bye.
But we do need to find some kind of evidence, and I thought that talking to the paladin was the way to do it, but that doesn't seem to be working, so I'm going to go ahead and clear the pathway to where we would, in theory, find the pistol once the quest got activated. Because this is what I wanted to show you off in the first place before we came down here and got dragged into conversation. Because as I mentioned before, Hidden Valley can act like a shortcut of sorts, but you have to fight your way past some scorpions. And not the teeny little scorpions that were swarming around at the entrance from the west. No, 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 no. Remember those big motor scorpions we encountered?
Veronica, I've heard you guys can shoot lasers from your eyes. Is it true? Why does everyone always say that? Because it's true?
Yeah, and I especially like how they worked Veronica's dialogue into dialogue with Willow to make it seem like your companions are interacting a bit more. Ah, but that reminds me. I have yet to equip my new weapon. I was able to purchase a ballistic fist. So we'll go ahead and see how well this works. But actually, I think this is going to lead us to something other than scorpions. Yeah, that would be what we call a centaur. One punch! But yeah, they're natural-born mutants. They tend to swarm around radioactive sites. And this is taking us up toward Black Mountain. And hey, here's that gate that we found last time. And speaking of which... yeah, it looks like that crater behind us is one of the places we were supposed to look for the lost Brotherhood teams. Yes, not only am I now over-encumbered and cannot run, also sucking up the rads like they were in a juice box. And note that the world's kind of gray and washed out now that I'm irradiated. And yes, unlike the Fallout 4, you have to have training to equip power armor. Come here, boy. And yes, this is totally broken, but... well, I've already got him covering my missile launcher. Why not the power armor? Okay, so we get that trail to the north. What happens if we cut eastward? Remember how I said they really love putting stuff in this to keep you from taking shortcuts? There's a pathway to the south which leads you to a whole bunch of giant scorpions. This one, if I recall correctly, takes you someplace else. Yep, this just leads you back to Black Mountain and more radiation and centaurs. Yep. Thankfully, with a mob of 4, giant rad scorpions aren't as nightmarish. But when you're facing a whole bunch of them in a narrow box canyon, like, oh, say, here, with the smaller, faster scorpions. Scorpion Gulch. Aptly named. And these poor guys got stuck in the ground loading. And following this around should lead us back to the south part. Okay, and with that then, you know, we'll go ahead and put everything in energy weapons, so that's a nice even 75. Okay, and let's see. As far as perks, we've now got Purifier. As a Purifier of the Wasteland, you do 50% more damage with melee weapon than armed weapon against Centaurs, Night Stalkers, Spore Plants, Spore Carriers, Deathclaws, Super Mutants, and Feral Ghouls. Adamantian Skeleton. Your limbs only receive half the damage they normally would. Robotics Expert. Fast Metabolism. Let's see. Action point cost for all plasma weapons is reduced by 20. That could be very useful if I can get more plasma ammo. And yeah, here we are at the south end of the Hidden Valley complex. And there's another gate there, which, if memory serves, leads out close to the NCR facility. And you can see Scorpion Gulch is just north of the Repcon test site.
Bring it.
I dismember you. I've gained Bug Stomper rank 1. And what does that perk get me, I wonder? Bug Stomper, you gain a damage bonus against insects. Well, not to be that guy, but scorpions are arachnids, so, But you know what? I'll take the bonus.
Trouble.
And we managed to fight our way through the Scorpions to get to just shy of Helios 1. Well, I'd say that's a fair bit of exploring, but it still doesn't put us any closer to finding that missing pistol.
Get out of here.
Well, rather than have you watch me try and question every single paladin in the complex, I'm going to go ahead and stop this here. Actually, just for the heck of it, I'm going to talk to Willow one more time. And I'm actually going to accidentally talk to Eddie. Just see if she has any comments about all this.
Hey, bud. What's up?
Not much, but okay, we'll go ahead and stop this chapter here. And next time, we will get back to the mystery of that missing pistol, and I will pick things up once I have a lead on that. We'll see you next time.